Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel for another coin hunt. Today we have £1,000 and £2 coins to have a hunt through. We're looking for anything above face value, but ideally something to go in the book. We are getting towards the business end of this book now, so all the coins we need are pretty rare. On page 1 we need 3 Commonwealth Games. We need England, Northern Ireland and Scotland. On page 2 we need the 2 Olympic handovers, Beijing and Rio. And then on page 3 we need the London Underground roundel. So we've had quite a few of the trains, so I'm surprised we haven't picked up a roundel yet. And then we have everything else in the book up to and including the Great Fire of London. Okay, without further ado, let's get these bags opened up and see what we can find. So I'm going to start with this bag here. So I noticed something a little bit strange with this one. It was bagged on the 26th of December. And what's happened in here is someone has kind of tied them all together. Well, okay, we've got an empty bag here. But they've all been kind of tied together in little clusters. Like this with rubber bands. Haven't seen that before. I don't know why someone would do that. There's one cluster. Maybe it's to help them count the bags. Here's a second cluster. Here's another one, all rubber banded up. Here's another one. I've got a loose bag here. And then another empty bag. And another loose one here. And another loose one there, which might have lost some coins. And then we've got a whole load of loose ones here. Okay, so hopefully we've got 20 of them. Let's just count these up and make sure I've got everything that I should. Okay, perfect. So I'll start with those 2 stacks and then I'll move into these sort of clustered ones. Okay, so first up we have Brunel's Achievements. It's a fairly common commemorative coin. Okay, and here's the sister coin to the achievements. This one is Brunel's Portrait. We have a very grubby abolition of the slave trade. And here we have a Charles Dickens. Three in a row, is that? This one is Shakespeare's Histories. Here we have the Gunpowder Plot. All common ones so far. Here we have another Brunel's Arches. And here we have a Shakespeare's Comedies. So this one is the rarer one of the Shakespeare's. One of 3 coins. Oh dear, there's something coming up here that doesn't look like a real £2 coin. Oh dear. What have we got here? Maybe that's why they were put in the clusters. I hope I'm not going to find loads of them. That's a fake. Here we have another Shakespeare's Histories. Quite good nick, that one. And here we have World War I Army Centenary. Again, quite a common one, that one. Here we have Marconi, another common one. On to the next cluster. So here we have Robert Burns. That one's a keeper for sure. Worth just a little bit above face value. And here we have Florence Nightingale. Nice design, but fairly common, so probably be sending this one back to the bank. Here we have another Brunel's Arches as well. That's another 3 in a row, isn't it? Here we have another Charles Dickens. Here we have another Gunpowder Plot. Brunel's Arches. Number 4 for the hunt. Another Shakespeare's Comedies, very nice indeed. And here we have Britannia. So Britannia is the definitive design on the £2 coins from 2015. It took over from Technology, which is this one. 2015 is a lower mintage year. 2016 is still a keeper. And then there's supposed to be some 2021s going into circulation as well. And they're going to be quite highly minted, but I haven't seen any yet. So let's see which year this one is. 2016, so that's a fairly commonly minted year, but still, in my mind, this one's a keeper. Here we have Charles Darwin. I just lost a coin on the floor there. Back in a sec. It's a Technology. Here we have VE Day, another common one. Another Abolition of the Slave Trade. We have another Florence Nightingale. We have another Florence Nightingale. And here we have a very, very nice find indeed. This is the King James Bible. It's a very hard coin to find. We've been very lucky. We've already got one of these in the book. But this is a really top tier find. VE Day. What's this one going to be from 2016? Britannia, perhaps? There we go. And this is the last bag from the first big bag. Another Brunel's Arches. And here we have the Trevitic, a common coin. Okay, on to bag 2. This one's got an X on it. Does X mark the spot? Am I going to find some treasure in here? Here we have another gunpowder plot. Fantastic, Great Fire of London, another really, really good find. Absolutely beautiful design. Here we have Brunel's Portrait again. What's this one going to be? A nice shiny First World War Army Centenary. Ah. I think I rescued them all. Here we have another Charles Dickens. And here we have a First World War Navy Centenary. So this is a rare coin, only 650,000 of them minted. Just check for a flag error here. Sometimes there's a bit of excess cud. There isn't on this one. That's as it should be. Jodie Clark. Very nice find indeed. And another 3 in a row. So here we have the Army Centenary. This one is Active Union, a fairly common one. Check for the rotation error on this one. No rotation error. Oh my goodness me. And here we have Magna Carta. This one is an extremely good find as well. A rare coin, really nice design. That's the correct portrait of the Queen. Very nice, wow, very nice bag. Navy and a Magna Carta. Oh my goodness me, wow. So this is one for the book. This is the Rio Handover. I can't believe I finally found one of these coins. I must have gone through, like, I don't know, tens and tens and tens of thousands of £2 coins. And if you only consider sort of coins that you'd expect to find in circulation, so if you ignore error coins and NIFCs, this is the only £2 coin design I'd never found. I am absolutely chuffed to bits with this one. Absolutely chuffed to bits. Wow. Here we have another Army Centenary. Here we have Lord Kitchener. So this one has a mule error kicking around, so we'll just check the obverse. And it says £2 at the bottom, so if it doesn't say £2, then you found quite a rare error. But this one's all fine. So here we have another Britannia, but I did see the obverse of this coin. It's a 2015. It's another really rare coin. Very, very low mintage. Very, very hard to find. We have been lucky. We've already got one of these in the book, but it's another brilliant find. I mean, this hunt just keeps getting better and better. Here we have another Trevific. So here we have another fake. Slightly more convincing than the previous one. The telltale sign, I mean the colour's off, and then the telltale signs on the back here, the Queen, the definition. There's no hologram in the middle either. It feels kind of wrong as well. Here we have another Dickens. Here we have another Lord Kitchener. £2 written on the back, so he's fine. I haven't seen this one today yet. This one's the Rugby World Cup, the first bimetallic commemorative £2 coin. Here we have another Active Union. Check for a rotation error. That one's fine. Where does it live though? I've got so many commemoratives down here, I can't see where it goes. There we are. Ah, and another Robert Burns. Here we have another VE Day. We're down to the last bag of the hunt. Very nice. Here's another Charles Darwin. What's this one going to be? First World War Army Centenary. Okay, I'm going to double check all the coins, including the technology ones, just to make sure I didn't miss anything first time round, and I'll post back in a minute with what I find. Okay, I've checked through all the coins and I did find a few technologies to have a closer look at, Before we do that, let's just have a quick look at the 2 fakes that we found. I've put them into the Hall of Shame here with their friends. 2 more. Seem to be finding ever so many of these, which is quite concerning. And then in terms of the technologies, let's zoom in and have a closer look at some of the interests that I found. So first of all, we have this one here from 2009, and if I turn this one over like this, you can see that the Queen's pointing downwards, so that's a small rotation error on that one. And then this one here from 2015. 2015 is the year when you're more likely to find these rotation errors. So again, if I turn this one around like this, that's a much more sort of significant rotation error on that one there. So those are very cool indeed. And then 2 more coins of interest. First of all, I've got this one here from 2013. If I turn this one over, what you can see is there's an off-center strike. So it's particularly on this side here, the outer lettering has started to go onto the inner metal there. You can see the sort of beading is not quite in the right position, so that's quite cool, quite a significant sort of off-center strike, I believe. And then last but not least is this one here from 2005. So I'm not quite sure what's happened with this one, but if I turn it over, it seems that the lettering on the outside of the coin, just on one side, is sort of missing or is worn away. I don't know if this is post-mint damage or whether it was some sort of weird, sort of weak strike. Do let me know in the comments what you make of that one. I'm really not sure. Probably post-mint, but it'd be nice to hear some of the experts that watch the channel. If you could let me know what's going on with that one, that would be great. And then in terms of the commemoratives, I mean, it's just been a completely crazy hunt. Some low tier keepers. We've got a couple of Charles Darwins, 2 2016 Britannias, 2 Robert Burns, 2 Shakespeare histories, 2 Shakespeare's comedies, and then the best finds from the hunt. We've got a 2015 Britannia, Magna Carta, Great Fire of London, World War I Navy Centenary, and a King James Bible, all of which are fantastic finds. But then of course my favourite from the hunt has to be this one here, the Rio Handover. Never found this coin before. I can't believe I found one. I genuinely thought that this was going to be the coin we were going to get stuck on this book, so yeah, just an amazing find for me. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, then please hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time for another coin hunt.